What's up, you guys? After show reaction, today I'm going to be reacting to some more Batwoman. This is season 1, episode 7. Getting close to Crisis, so it's going to be really exciting. Let's go over some of your comments. They have a perfect target to blame in the form of the crazy psycho doctor guy who actually kidnapped her. I believe his name is August. Okay, well, yeah, why do they keep blaming themselves? Silly. But I guess they found out a few days ago, and it's hard to switch your several-year-long mindset. I hope both Jacob and Kate realize that it wasn't his or hers or Batman's fault. I agree. I hope so. You may not have noticed, but when listing the types of execution methods Gotham has used, Luke mentioned that the firing squad made a comeback under Mayor Cobblepot, which means the Penguin was mayor at some point. Ooh, okay, interesting. Ooh, okay. Yes, we have a timeline. All right, I'll leave that comment to last, and I'll read the one below it. Nevertheless, she was shown as being really good at being Batwoman in Elseworlds before these episodes were written, or the series was even greenlit, so they had to ride around that. Sherlock's line in The Flash 508. About 3 weeks is an error. The Enlightenment was in May, and 507 was Thanksgiving, 6 months later. Okay. Did you recognize Katie Cassidy's father? David Cassidy as Mirror Master in the 90s Flash. What? Really? That was David Cassidy? I don't know if you guys have been watching the 90s Flash, but, like, I've been reacting to that shit, right? I'm, like, 19 episodes in. Going to be finishing that in the next 2 weeks. Really exciting stuff. I didn't know that. Why don't you comment about that on the 90s Flash thing? Anyways, whatever. Alright, we got a timeline. So, last week, I asked for, like, a timeline because it's, like, really difficult for me to, like, really get into the mindset that she's been Batwoman for a long time because it's only been 7 episodes, right? Because we're rushing through it, right? So, I asked for, like, a timeline so I could actually understand the process of, like, this whole scenario. And someone made one. Oh my god, I'm so happy that someone made one of these. Alright, let's read the comment. Well, you asked for it, and here it is. I looked for a timeline for where exactly Batwoman fits in the Arrowverse episodes. So I did the math and went back and skimmed through each Batwoman episode so far. I think I have a timeline. Here is Too Long Didn't Read. By the time Elseworlds happened, Kate had been in the suit for a little over a month and had actually been Batwoman for a week or 2. Okay, alright. Here is the timeline for each episode and what else was going on in Arrow. This will probably be confusing, but bear with me. Alright. You ready for this? I'm sure that I'm not the only one that needs this, so this is exciting. Alright. So the first episode of Batwoman is about the same time as Oliver is in level 2 of Slabside with the murder doctor guy. So that's around, like, 703 maybe? Okay. Maybe 2? I don't know. Episode 2 of Batwoman takes place 4 days after the first episode. Oliver is released from level 2, aka Arrow 705. So that happened after the big fight with Diaz in Slabside Redemption. Very good episode. Okay, so that's 4 days. So she's been... So by episode 2, she's been, like, in the suit for 4 days. Okay. Episode 3 is 10 days after episode 2. So it's been about 2 weeks since finding out about Batman and Alice and everything. And that takes place in 706 of Arrow, called Due Process, which I don't actually remember what happens that much in that episode of Arrow. Let's find out by going to my website, Aftershare Reactions. Just .com, you know. It's a thing that you can do. Let's go to Arrowverse. Arrow. Season 7. Due Process was episode 6. No. Hang on. I think you've got something a little mixed up. He doesn't get out of Subside until episode 7, because that's Subside Redemption. Okay, no, but the next thing's Oliver's released from... Oh, okay, released from level 2. Right, okay, that makes more sense. Never mind. Okay, Due Process. This is... Subside becomes even more dangerous after a guard is murdered and everyone is a suspect. Felicity less help from a surprising source in her pursuit for Diaz, and Laura flexes her muscles as a district attorney. Okay. So that's what happened in that episode. Episode 4 is 1 to 2 days after that episode. That's when Subside Redemption happens. Okay. Alright, okay. Elseworlds is 1 to 3 weeks after that episode, after episode 4. Estimated because they don't specifically say how long it's been. I'd explain what I did to come up with 1 to 3 episodes, but then this post would be super long. Okay. Episode 5 is 2 weeks after Elseworlds, which was around the 150th episode of Arrow, which is episode 12. Elseworlds was episode 9 of Arrow, so okay, interesting. And then episode 6 was 2 weeks after that episode, which is between episodes 13 and 14. So between the episodes of the Star City Slayer and Brothers and Sisters. Okay. Interesting. The reason I only did Arrow is Supergirl's on Another Earth. Legends is a time travel, so there is no exact timeline for when stuff happened, plus they weren't in Elseworlds. As for the Flash, Season 5's timeline makes no sense. Mainly because, well, between season, Arrow did a 6-month time jump, while the Flash picked up seconds after the Season 4 finale. Then, in Flash 508, Sherlock implies that it's been 3 weeks since the Enlightenment. Then, in 511, Caitlin says American Pie. I love it. We're still calling him American Pie, even now. Has been killing for 8 months, so I guess 7 months has happened between episodes 8 and 11. I don't know, I did my best. Took a few hours of work, but I wanted to know too. I really, really appreciate it. It gives me a bit of, like, a better understanding of, like, the timeline, how long she's actually been Batwoman, and, I guess it kind of makes me understand and believe it a bit more. I would prefer if, you know, we had a bit more time to develop her character, but we kind of have to catch up before Crisis, so I'll take what I can get. Alright, let's get into the episode.
Did it ever get to you, Bruce? The loneliness? Did you ever let yourself trust anyone?
Kate!
How'd that work out for you?
Sorry to disappoint. Your dad ordered the Crows to stop you at any cost. He needs to know you're his daughter.
You have the wrong girl.
I'm serious. You're in danger. And if you won't tell him, I will.
Do you trust me?
What?
I'll find you.
Shooter escaped. Was that one?
That was quite fast.
Did she say anything to you?
No. She just took off.
Tuxedo 1 here.
I was right. The rifle's made its way to Gotham.
Hey,
You need a salmon ladder.
Just read
That's
this
what you
news
need.
blurb. Your dad filed for divorce.
Yep.
Are you okay?
He married a woman who preyed on his grief and convinced him that I was crazy for thinking Beth was still alive. I can't say I'm losing any sleep over it.
Have you seen him?
Kane? Heard he went upstate.
It's interesting
Can I
that the
talk to him about
crow's
something?
logo thing
Kind
is
of an
kind of
in-person
similar
thing?
to like a bat.
Now I'm
Like I know it's
super
like
curious.
a bird, but
I promise you'll be the second person to know.
I thought you said Batwoman took off before you could talk to her.
She did. Why?
Are you working with her?
Am I working with her?
I mean, look how close you two are.
I commanded she surrender. You're acting like we exchanged brownie recipes.
Sophie, do you know who she is?
No. Tyler, I don't.
So now Dad's
She didn't
not
even
even
hesitate
showing
then.
up to the divorce proceedings.
The lawyer said he's upstate.
He bailed, Kate bailed. If I knew it was attendance optional, I would have literally been anywhere else. Are we gonna talk about this or just act like everything isn't about to change?
Not everything has to change. We still have the penthouse. You can still go to school.
I'm losing my sister. Kate and I have finally started to have a connection after 5 years, and now she hates me because of you.
that's not true.
When you are a mother, you'll understand why he did what he did.
I don't know about
What am I
that.
supposed to do until then? You're the only family I have left, and I don't even want to be in this car with you right now.
Mary, I have enough going on right now without another guilt trip.
Oh boo-hoo, I did bad
Doesn't make
things.
sense.
I don't
A
want to feel bad
police
about
officer
it.
doesn't just go missing. It's under level 5 security protocol. Then get me Dean Devereaux. He created the gun. He'll know exactly what's going on.
Derek Holcomb just swept his badge at the Hamilton Dynamics exit 2 minutes ago. We need to get him before the shooter does.
I see him.
Heads up. Second heat signature 30 feet to the west.
I see him too.
Batcave to Batwoman, there's...
Let me guess. A third heat signature?
Not another step, Batwoman. I'll be bringing him in.
Bring him in where? You're letting him get away! Guys! Some things are more
Good news,
important!
Derek Holcomb got away. Bad news, so did the shooter.
Kate Kane. Well,
Hello?
I recognize that hammer strike anywhere. After all, I taught it to you.
Julia Pennyworth. Figured Alfred would have taught you better manners.
What?
Let's leave my father out of this.
Who was that assassin?
What?
What the hell are you
No
doing?
wonder you're British! Alfred has a daughter? What is this? Batman and Robin? Are you Alicia Silverstone? No, she didn't have a British accent. She was still Barbara. I don't know. That's a bit aggressive.
Good job, sweet mouse. And that is how you kill someone the first time.
I killed 2 men for you.
Of the 3 I've requested. If I walked around failing at a third of everything I did, I'd still be locked in a cell and I died of my own fingernails. Mouse, can you tell our friend here why we hired him to kill those scientists?
Because they were the only people on the planet who knew how to make that gun.
Which makes this one of a kind. See, I did your boss a favor. Now no one can recreate it. Time to hand over what she promised me in return.
Easy, Blondie.
Where is it?
She's not giving you anything until she finds out that works.
Send her a selfie. And give me a call when you have what I'm owed.
You kept Dino. Bruce would be so happy.
So how'd the rifle end up here?
Well, I lost sight of him in Jakarta, picked up a scent in Metropolis, and then I followed a tip that he got a job in Gotham. Whenever the rifle shows up, he leaves death and destruction in his wake.
I know the type.
Good for you. Following in your cousin's footsteps.
Bruce is apparently better at keeping a secret than I am.
To be fair, I did teach you that move. And a few others, if I recall.
Holy crap!
Don't worry, she's...
Julia?
Luke Fox. What are you doing
Apparently
here?
everyone knows her.
Business. Glimpses of pleasure. How you doing, though?
You know, going down the fort.
Of course you are. Chip off the old block. I was just going to suggest to Kate that we all team up and nab this sniping bastard. What do you say?
I mean,
Not
we
happening.
could have,
Unless
but
you
like,
forgot the last time we teamed up.
I'm missing something.
Kate still saw at me for a little white lie I told in the British Isles.
When I first met Julia, she was pretending to be a Krav Maga teacher.
She'd just been naughtily expelled from military school, sent off to train with strangers around the world, and Bruce asked me to check up on his favorite cousin without making it seem like I was babysitting.
So you lied and pretended that you had a thing for me.
The only thing I lied about was why I was there.
Oh, so you two know each other.
Well, I was only trying to help you move on from Sophie something.
Yeah, that didn't work.
I'm sorry. Who asked you?
Oh, we're still not over her then.
To a man.
We're done talking about this. She is hellbent on telling my dad that I'm Batwoman, and I need to convince her not to.
How can I help?
Damn it.
It's gonna be okay.
For you, your dad doesn't dry heave when he sees a rainbow flag. My mom calls gays degenerate sinners.
We should
Well,
tell
fuck
the
you,
truth.
mom.
They'll kick us out. We'll never make it into the army.
If we lie, why are we even here? Besides, they're not gonna kick out the Academy's top 2 cadets a week before graduation.
What if you're wrong?
Sophie,
I think this is the wrong move.
look at everything we've done over the past 4 years.
I talked about this in the pilot,
First
I
off,
think.
we're women at Point Rock. Sophie freaking Moore broke Shahnazade's obstacle record by 1 second.
You did make the sharpshooter competition your bitch.
Look, it is horrible that they would have to keep this a secret in the military. I'm not saying that it's not. I don't think it's the military's business to know what sexuality you are. Who fucking cares, right? But I'm gonna say this again. If it threatens you from 2 weeks of graduation, then you might as well just hold out for 2 weeks. And then be as gay as you want. Turn around to them after they give you your graduation paper. I don't know. Do they give you a paper? I didn't graduate from military school. Turn around and be like, ha! I'm gay! And then just make out with her on stage. I don't know. Is it on stage? I don't know. But like, do you get what I mean? Anyways.
And we did it all together. And we'll get through this together, as long as we stay united.
You're right. They're not gonna expel Sophie freaking Moore.
Like, I understand wanting to stand up to this, this kind of behavior. But I feel like sometimes you just gotta pick your battles.
Let's tell them the truth.
We're telling them the truth. I need to run a quick errand.
Is it her?
Who?
Batwoman.
No. And keep your voice down.
So it is her.
I'll tell you everything when I get back. I promise.
Soph.
They haven't really given this guy much to do, have they? He's like Eddie 3.0. Eddie 2.0 is
Hey.
Tommy, even though he came
Thanks
first.
for meeting with me.
But you understand
Interesting
where I'm going
choice.
with this, right? Like, in relevance terms, like...
Wine,
Which one's had the most
candlelight,
relevance?
your favorite kicks. If I didn't know better, I'd think you're about to propose.
Pardon the interruption, ladies. Unfortunately, sneakers are not allowed in the dining area.
I'm surprised that you could see them, considering they're hiding underneath our table.
Dress codes are dress codes.
That guy right there is wearing sneakers.
Maybe you would enjoy instead our lunch outside.
Thank you, but we're really good here. Sophie, my love, what would you like to eat?
Cute.
Signora, let's avoid the scene.
Then admit that the only thing offensive about my shoes is me.
Kate, chill.
Please tell me you get what's happening right now.
I get what's happening right now. Okay,
Miss?
hang on. Sophie feels very uncomfortable, so I wouldn't press the situation if the other person is not feeling comfortable. But I think Kate has a valid reason to be pissed off right now. This guy's a homophobic jerk. And isn't he the same guy that was like, oh, Batwoman's welcome here, like, whenever, like, come on over, Batwoman, you saved us. Like, you're a fucking homophobe. Like, what? Who fucking cares? Like, why? Why does homophobia exist? I don't understand. Like, who fucking cares who you like? Who you love? I don't give a shit. You like a girl and you're a girl? Good for you. You be happy. You wear your fucking flag like a... I don't care. Like, just be happy. Why do people have to get in the way of other people's happiness? I don't understand. Like, it makes me so furious. But I will say, clearly, Sophie's feeling uncomfortable here, and I wouldn't press the situation if the other person was this uncomfortable. So maybe I would come back later and be like, this is wrong. What you did was wrong. Or maybe I'd like, I don't know. Why don't you contact Kara? Get her to write a piece about it.
I need to ask you to leave.
Oh. Then I need to call my stepsister, Mary Hamilton. Do you know
Oh,
her?
that.
Because she
Yeah,
knows
get her to
3,
write
4,
a
5
piece
million
about it.
Other people. Yeah, one snap from her, and she will shut this place down faster than you can say, gay people make me feel uncomfortable.
I understand her, like, reaction here.
Enjoy your meal.
Yeah. Thanks, but we're not hungry anymore.
Was that necessary?
Standing up for myself? Yeah. That's what it looks like when it comes out naturally.
Don't even go there, Kate.
I have no intention of going there. There is some sad and lonely closet that I want nothing to do with.
What went down at Point Rock was the worst day of my life.
Worse than having the love of your life lie straight to your face?
I wasn't planning to lie to you.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
I was going to do everything we talked about. Tell the truth, throw the letter in their face, stand my ground.
So what happened?
Got a second opinion.
So,
Ah.
this day sucks.
Mr. Dean. Hi.
Your mom coming for the hearing?
I asked them not to call her. She has no idea.
Sorry.
I love your daughter, sir. Kate and I are gonna stick together on this. They can't kick out their top 2 cadets.
Or you should do whatever you think you need to do.
But
But if you think you're gonna walk out of there without signing that letter of denial and still graduate, you are in for a major disappointment.
Kind
did you
of
say that to Kate?
Kate is fearless, passionate, and reckless. She is gonna walk into that hearing and burn the house down. Nothing I say can convince her otherwise. It's what I love about her. But this will be her last day at Point Rock.
What about the bad press?
School is built on history, tradition, and code. They'll point to the rules, say you broke them, forget you ever existed.
If I don't tell the truth, it will destroy our relationship.
I can't make this decision for you, and I'm sorry you have to make it at all.
I don't think he said anything wrong there.
You looked me straight in the eye and told me you didn't love me.
Thought it would be cleaner than
Telling me that my dad convinced you to lie?
He didn't tell me to lie.
He didn't.
He opened my eyes to reality. I was going to get expelled. And thanks to him, I ended up serving. I graduated. I made money for my family. I got handpicked by your dad to help lead the Crows.
You credit your entire career to my dad?
I credit him for stopping me from losing everything I worked for.
Yeah, no, that's
And
what I'm
instead you
saying.
just lost me.
I don't think she made the wrong choice.
How long?
The details don't matter.
I'm here thinking you have a beat on Batwoman's identity, and you sit me down and tell me that dating a chick almost got you expelled from military academy. I'm owed some details, Soph.
We met sophomore year. Our dorm rooms were in the same building.
So 3 years.
Give or take.
Give or take. Just to be clear, 3 years is longer than any relationship I've had outside of you.
I'm not saying
Okay,
it's
but you're
insignificant.
married.
Does she know?
Of course not. But that's what I'm saying. I didn't tell anyone. I just wanted it to go away.
Has it?
Tyler, you are my husband. I love you.
Has your thing with Kate gone away?
He deserves to know.
Got it, Soph.
So the guy just
I feel like they need to talk about that a bit more.
Pennyworth, you're mine!
So that's how Kate found out who you really were.
Yeah, once I knocked the guy on his ass, I couldn't really go back to my egg drop soup without. Kate's bags were packed and she was gone by the end of the day.
Story time. You must have a 20 on the rifle.
Sad news, actually. We found Eric Holcomb.
Despite dodging death twice, the poor bloke was found knifed to death in an alley.
So the trail's gone cold?
For now.
Oh my god, you have a safe room?
Mary.
How did you get past security?
Carl at the front desk loves double whip frappuccinos.
Good. He'll be making them soon.
Anyway, can we confab about the implosion of our family? You're new.
This is Julia. Julia is my assistant.
You have 2 assistants who work past midnight for a real estate company without any real estate.
Hamilton Dynamics had been working on a coil accelerator that could penetrate the Kevlar in Batman's suit. When he disappeared, we put the project on hold.
Why were you
Then Batwoman showed up.
why were you making that anyways? If
And the only
Batman
3
was
engineers
not even
connected to the
gone.
project,
Like, not even
were
around,
been
sorry.
killed.
Including the designer whose last check-in was at one of Hamilton's top secret labs.
When we find the gun, I'll call you.
A microspectrometer can track the gun's electromagnetic radiation.
We don't have the technology to do that here.
Actually, we can do that now, sir. Didn't mean to eavesdrop. But Argus lent us microspectrometers for testing last month.
You know, I don't recall this being an open forum.
Permission for a moment alone, sir. It's urgent.
If there's a coil accelerator out there on the streets of Gotham, you need to find it. The gun could kill Batwoman.
That's not really my problem.
Actually, it is, sir.
I said I'll deal with it another time.
Sir, she's your daughter. Kate is Batwoman, and if there's someone out there who wants to kill her with this gun, we need to stop him.
Uh-oh. Truth is out. Really early in the show, too.
That's Kate's sharpshooter competition medal.
Cadet Kane doesn't go here anymore.
Do you even know how she won that?
Guess it doesn't really matter, does it?
She didn't even try. In fact, out of 200 other cadets, she hit the target dead on every time. Because Kate Kane doesn't waver. She did more for this school than anyone who's ever gone here. So you can scrub her name from every plaque and banner and roster, but you will never erase her or the effect she's had on the people here.
So she can stick up for herself and other people.
No sign of him, sir. I'll check back in 5.
10-4.
Anything.
Not yet.
What are you doing here? You need to get out of this building. Seriously, you need to leave now. Sophie. Before you say anything, I want you to know, if I could do it all over again, I would have jumped on the back of your bike and left Point Rock in my dust.
Did you tell Jacob Kane?
Yes, but I didn't tell him because I'm loyal to the Crows. I told him because you're going to get yourself killed. If not by us, then by one of your enemies. And if that ever happened... Kate, I can't lose you.
Sophie?
What the hell is going on?
I was about to ask you the same
Of
thing.
course.
Touching story.
They're doing a Clark and Oliver thing.
How are you here, Kate?
There's an electromagnetic surge on the 2nd floor.
You told me they just introduced this character just to kill them? What?
Oh, thank God.
The hell was that?
Hit by a gun that should have killed you. I don't know why it didn't.
The gun didn't work. You said the projectile would penetrate the suit.
I mean, to be fair, she fell, so she could have died.
And to think you personally killed everyone capable of fixing it. Oh, wait. I had my little mouse kill one. Guess I'm 1/3 responsible. Oops.
Listen, you crazy bitch. You didn't just play me, you played her. Sophia's gonna be pissed with me.
Don't you ever say her name in front of me.
Whose name? Who? What?
She's a smart woman. She'll figure it out.
She's as smart as she is unforgiving. Whatever reason you betrayed her, better be worth it.
As you requested.
See,
I'm
dear
guessing.
sister, there isn't anything I wouldn't do to protect you.
So why were you selling it in the first place? Or why were you giving? I don't know. Did you sell it? Did you give it to that guy? I don't even. I assume you sell it because you're a bad guy. I don't know.
Apart from my father, and Lucius, of course, Bruce Wayne never trusted a soul. Now, I'm not judging his choices. I wasn't in his shoes.
So he
but
never had a Robin.
When you don't trust
Or a
anyone,
bad girl.
it means that you can disappear for 4 years without a single person on the planet having any idea where you are. Now, call me sentimental. I don't think that's a good thing.
Batman was praised and revered, but Bruce Wayne, not so much. No one knew the man beneath the cowl. You didn't let them in, Bruce, for good reason. Because even the people we love are still people at the end of the day. You want the truth? The truth is anything I felt for Kate Kane went away the day I chose my future over her. You're the only
Okay,
one I
that was delayed though, and a lie.
They act out of fear, pride, hope, pain, and sometimes they let us down.
I think he knows.
But you know better than I do that no
We'll
one
go,
can
man.
be a lone wolf forever.
Need a hand with that?
That is exactly why I called.
All the dumps for sale in Gotham. Why this place?
The guy across the street asked me to leave his restaurant. I wonder how he'll like it when I turn this joint into a gay bar.
So obviously, I'm running point on design.
I have to let people in, even if it's just one person and one small piece of myself at a time.
Hey kid, just checking in. My lead on Cartwright upstate was a dead end. Guy I found came up clean. Waste of a couple of days. Worth a shot. Anyway, I'll probably stay up here another night, then head back to Gotham, figure out our next move. Hope you're good.
Daddy, you are so handsome.
Catherine seems to think so.
I assumed you'd let the snake slither back into her husband's good graces.
Oh.
Pulled in so deep I can
I was thinking that was really our character. Okay, that makes sense.
never see it coming.
A red-hot poker will burn you if you hold it too long. And if you cut your finger deeply with a knife, it usually bleeds. And if you drink much from a bottle marked poison. It is almost certain to disagree with you. Sooner or later, get some sleep, my dear mouse. We need to be in our prime if we are to host the most memorable mad tea party Gotham has ever seen.
Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up, and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video.
Alrighty, well that was Batwoman, Season 1, Episode 7. Pretty decent episode. I mean, it went more into detail about, you know, Kate and Sophie and, you know, the relationship that they had, which I appreciate them giving me more detail, more backstory. It makes me want to root for them a bit more. Because a lot of TV shows will just they will just tell you, and they won't show you. So it's good that we got some flashbacks and stuff. I'm hoping we get more, because you guys know I've been waiting for like a real good LGBTQ ship for so long. Maybe this is the show for me. Maybe I'll get it on this show. I don't know. We'll see how it ends up turning out. We also met Alfred's daughter. Interesting. Don't really know how, like, he had time to raise her, because, like, he was raising Bruce, so I don't get it. But yeah, decent episode. What did you guys think? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.